guys, it's Amanda. So today I'm going to be doing this makeup tutorial for you guys. I loved this look so much and a lot of people asked me on my Instagram for a tutorial on it. So here it is, people. I'm doing it for you guys. I'm calling this a model off-duty or like a model glam look. I just really like the vibe of that, and that's something that I strive for every day with my everyday makeup. You know, normal model off-duty for actual supermodels might be, you know, a lot less makeup than what I'm wearing right now. But for us and us makeup lovers, I'm gonna show you what I do and what you can do, the tips and tricks on how to do your makeup to look extra snatched and glowy and like a model off-duty. Even though this certainly isn't an off-duty look, it took a lot of sweat and tears to get this snatched. I do so many natural glam looks. I'm like, we gotta give a different name to this one or else no one's gonna wanna click on it. I think natural glam is my specialty. I really love this. I think it's beautiful and I think you guys are gonna love it too. So keep on watching to see how I got it. Bye guys. The first thing that I'm gonna do is prime my face. I'm using the Too Faced Hangover Replenish Face Primer. Let's do it Instagram style here. I like this stuff because it feels like it's waking you up a bit and kind of brightening at the same time. It feels like the perfect amount of glowiness that you need for like underneath your foundation, and also a little bit of stickiness, so it's gonna stay there. I'm using for my foundation these little NARS foundations. NARS sent me a whole package of like 3 full-size ones and then mini ones of every single color they have. So this is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. And this is in the color, I think medium 2. I always like to go with a darker foundation to start out with, if anything, rather than lighter. Because you can always put on like a lighter concealer, and I do use pretty light concealers too, and that usually ends up balancing it out. I'm using my beauty blender for this because it's my favorite. I'm zooming in a bit so you can see better. Yeah, so I'm just gonna use this and blend it in all over. I really am happy with this foundation. I love it a lot. Don't forget to blend onto your ears too and down your neck. Oh my gosh, guys, I had a dream last night where I did my makeup, and this was just the dream. It was just the whole dream was just that I did my makeup and I was out and about, and I think I saw like pictures of myself, and then I just had like a line like of white, like it wasn't blended all the way. And yeah, so if you ever wonder what goes on in my head in my dreams, stuff like that. For concealer, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. This is my favorite concealer ever. So my tip with doing this look and highlighting and contouring, I guess it could be pretty like universal. I think everyone knows how it goes by now. Instead of trying to draw on new features of your face, just enhance the ones you already have. Seems simple, but I didn't get it for a while. So basically I look to see where the hollows I do have are, like that, and I'm gonna highlight all the way into those hollows. So all the way down here and all the way up here. This works really well because I'm gonna use a dark cream contour too, so we're all good. You don't have to worry about it being too bright. And also I see that like right here and right here tends to get darker on my skin, so I like to lighten that up too. So it's okay that basically the entire middle of your face is like being highlighted right now. I do it on my chin too, up here like I said, just because, you know, some places you need some light and some places you need some dark. It's art. Put it on my forehead here to bring some brightness, tad bit on the inner corner, and then down my nose. And then also I'm going to do it underneath the hollows, right about here. I'm gonna highlight too. This just carves it out amazingly. Now let's blend. I'm doing more of like a pressing motion just so I have all of the color in the spots that I want it to be in, so I'm not gonna go around and be like blending everything out of its spot. I'm gonna keep it kind of where it is because I did that for a reason. Making sure you get your concealer all the way up there to your lash line is very important with keeping your eyes looking like as awake as possible. Over here, I drag this down more because I like to keep this kind of straight line here, and then I'll drag it down. I'm gonna go back. This is actually a different color of the same concealer, and really focus that underneath my eye. We've kind of highlighted everywhere else we need to, but I just want to make sure that this is super bright here. I'm also gonna go back and put it right here too, just because I love this look. It really makes your cheeks look like they go in and then out again. Look at that already, and I don't even have any contour on right now. It looks good. Now we kind of look like Casper, so I'm gonna go in with some darker colors to add more depth and color into my face again. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin Shaping Foundation, which I actually did the campaign for, which was super cool if you saw. Pretty sure you did. I had blonde hair and bangs in it. But this is the color 3, which is a color that's like pretty dark. Go back to the basics. Follow right here. I'm gonna start to blend this out here. In order to keep it looking like your cheekbones are high and then this is really sunken in, make sure not to bring too much of the darkness up to here. Kind of keep these areas right here super light and like away from the darkness. And then underneath it is where you'll put in the rest. Right now, so I usually use a Laura Mercier translucent powder, but I found that I just love this one so much more. This is from Dior. It's the Dior Nude Air Loose Powder and the color Ivory. This is cool because it's not just translucent. This one has kind of like a pinky tone to it, which I really like, especially for the under eyes, because pink is kind of supposed to counteract the blue dark circles underneath your eyes. Okay, so I'm gonna pat this underneath my eyes and I'm gonna bake. I'm also baking underneath the contour here. And the eyes too. Now for contour, I'm using a NARS Casino bronzer, and I'm using this brush from Sephora. Then I bring it underneath here too, and on the forehead a bit. At this point, you can brush off the bake and then start to just blend everything into place. Ooh, yeah. Now let's put some color into our cheeks. I'm gonna use a big brush like this. This is a ColourPop like duo of like highlighter and kind of like a blush or bronzer. I don't see a name, but it has this kind of orangey, it's like a little bit orangey. So I would never use this as a bronzer because it's way too light and orange, but I do use it to warm up my cheeks a bit. So I don't like to put anything like right here unless it's super light. So I'm gonna keep it back here. My favorite blush right now, and it's been my favorite blush and I use it every single day, is this from Dior. It's their Rosy Glow. This is in Petal. I also like to put some of the blush on my chin and like the tip of my nose too. Now the nose contour, which is my new favorite thing of doing my makeup. So now I'm taking a flat brush, gonna make a straight line down first. I usually like to come close together here in the middle, so aim for that. Honestly, I really like how that looks here, but what I normally do is I'll draw like a line here and all the way around to make it kind of like more buttony. Now let's highlight. I'm gonna highlight my nose first with a tiny little brush here. And I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Highlighter Duo in Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. And I focus on the tip right here of the nose. Look at that. Boom! And then I'll take it down the middle too. Now that is a contour and highlight. Now I'm gonna take a little brush like this to highlight the rest of my face. So I focus too on like how I said, keep this part light. That's where you want the lightest to be and the light to bounce off of. So I'm gonna focus it right over here. And then just kind of buff it around. Put a little bit on my chin too here, catch some light, and also right here. I'm gonna go back with the small brush I used on my nose and put some more highlight in my inner corner and underneath my eyebrow. I'm gonna do something with these brows now. I like to keep them really natural. Anytime I start to put like powder or cream in it, I just end up like thinking it's way too much. So I'm just gonna brush them out first. Now I'm gonna go in with the Glossier Boy Brow. This is in the color Brown. Fluffy brows are a must for model off duty. I wanna try that eyebrow gel that has like little extensions in it. If you guys have tried it out or seen reviews of it, like let me know, is it good? Perfectly imperfect. Boy brows For my eyes now, I'm gonna be using this color palette, and this is the, oh, it's the I Love Sarah. This is it. I'm taking Freckles right here. It's a nice brown for the crease. I'm gonna keep this super light-handed because I'm keeping it as a very light eye. Now I'm taking this metallic color called Vivacious, and I'm gonna use this Real Techniques. Take that on there, and I'm gonna put this on my lid. Now I'm going to take the color Noche right here, this darker color in it, and I'm gonna use it on a angled brush. I'm gonna use this as my eyeliner. This really pulls the look together so much, and it makes it look gorgeous. I'm now gonna curl my eyelashes. The mascara I'm gonna be using today is Lights Camera Flashes. And this is how this look is looking so far. It's like so fresh but snatched at the same time, so that's exactly what I'm going for. And now let's move on to Lippie. So first is this I Love Sarah Lippie pencil from ColourPop, and this is in 951. On top of that, I put the Naughty matte lip, ultra matte lip from ColourPop. So later on in the day, I ended up putting some sort of gloss on top of it because it got really dry and I just wanted something to pop a little bit more on camera because I did film a video yesterday. And this is the Melted Latex from Too Faced in the color Hopeless Romantic. So let's just add a little bit of that because this actually isn't too glossy. It's a latex, So guys, that was my look, my model off duty Natural Glam. This is now my go-to everyday look because I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you end up trying it out, send me a picture. I'd love to see it. And let me know what other videos you want to see from me down below. I had a lot of fun filming this makeup tutorial. I think I'm gonna get back into more makeup tutorials. I was kind of like going away from it because I thought that you guys didn't really want to watch them. Before, I didn't give myself enough credit because I know that there's actual makeup artists. I undersold myself, and I do think I got some tips. I do think I'm pretty good at this stuff. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I love you guys so much, and thanks for watching. Bye.